Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Dollars. Welcome back to the Dollar Cast, and we got to talk about this, man. So it looks like they finally made arrest in the murder of Alpo. If you don't know who Alpo is, he was a legendary drug dealer from Harlem. He was basically the character that Cameron played in Paid in Full.
I ain't snitching on nobody from Harlem, man. I give you a couple cats down in D.C. doing their thing, out of town doing their thing, but I'm not snitching on nobody in Harlem, cause when I come home, I'm still gonna be the king.
And obviously we know he turned to a snitch and shit. And but before all that, yeah, Alpo was somebody that in New York everybody knew who he was. He was a big time drug dealer. Um, he used to buy cars before they would come out. He would be competing with rappers. Like he was the dude. He was living the rap lifestyle before the rappers were living that lifestyle. Very extravagant. Getting fly. Like he embodied what Harlem was. Him and Rich Porter, and he was murdered. I believe. What was it? Halloween last year, and now they finally caught the guy that did it, or the guys. I don't know. This is a story that's coming from the New York Post. So let's just read this and see what they talking about. Arrests made in the slaying of Alpo Martinez, notorious New York City drug lord turned informant. A Harlem man has been charged in the killing of former New York City drug lord, he was a self-proclaimed rat. He was like 6'9". He was proud of it. Who was in witness protection when he was shot dead last fall. Shaquem Parker, 27, was already being held at Rikers Island for a prior gun case when he was indicted this month on murder and criminal possession of a weapons charge in the October 31st, 2021 slaying. Martinez, 55, was behind the wheel of his red 2017 Dodge Ram, hanging out with Halloween partygoers near the Legends Lounge in Harlem around 3:20 a.m. 3 a.m., bro, that's the time where you do not want to be outside. You want to be home because that's the devil's hour, bro. 3 a.m., that's a bad hour. You don't want to be outside because anything could happen. And it's just like, I know to keep my butt upstairs at that time. He was at the Legends Lounge around 3:20 a.m. when several gunshots smashed through his window. Prosecutors allege Parker came into the city from the Bronx early that morning and met up with his brother at a deli near 147th Street and 7th Avenue before walking over to Martinez's truck and firing into the driver's side window. He then allegedly took a few steps back and squeezed off two more shots in the direction of the vehicle. Despite being wounded, Martinez drove off, ultimately crashing into a car and stopping at around 147th Street. Surveillance footage caught Parker coming into Manhattan and then going back to the Bronx in a cab at around 4 a.m. after he fled the crime scene through the Harlem River houses. Martinez, who was portrayed by rapper Cameron in 2002 movie Paid in Full, had been hiding out in a federal witness protection program in the town of Lewiston, Maine. I'm trying to figure out what was the cause, though. Because I seen another article, they said the cause was a traffic incident. Parker of West 149th Street was busted on November 6, 2021 for gun possession, and police recovered a cell phone from him that allowed them to corroborate his movements the night of the murder. Yeah, they're not giving us like a cause for the shooting. But then there's another article that says it was due to a traffic incident, so let me see that article. Okay, according to the law enforcement official, Mr. Martinez had clashed with Mr. Parker over the summer when Mr. Martinez, riding his motorcycle, brushed past Mr. Parker in a way that showed disrespect. The pair exchanged words on a Harlem street, but that was the end of it until October. Around 3 a.m. in the pre-dawn hours of October 31st, Mr. Parker was standing around 151st Street, 8th Avenue when he noticed Mr. Martinez unmistakable. I mean, listen, bro. They could say all that, but it gotta be deeper than what they saying, bro. It gotta be way deeper than just, he brushed against him while he was riding his bike and they had an argument, But you never know, man. There's people that they want that rep. They want to be the one to say they put in work on somebody that was known, popular. So I feel like it's something way more deeper than what they're saying. The guy's from Harlem, so he knew who Alpo was, But at the end of the day, it's 2022, 2021 this happened, but it's 2022. Nowadays, people don't care what you did in the 80s and the early 90s, bro. Especially when you snitched on somebody, like, Dudes don't care. They want something to happen to you. They want people to put that work in on you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I feel like we'll get a lot more information coming out soon about this situation, but it's just crazy, bro. You know, you would think that this was some get back or somebody paid a hit, somebody put a hit on him, somebody from his past. You know, he had a lot of enemies in Harlem, not just DC. So yeah, they caught the dude, man, which is surprising. I know there was a lot of conspiracy saying that Alpo faked his death. But listen, bro, when you live that life, it's only a matter of time before it catches up to you. And hopefully these kids will learn to, you know, go a different path and learn from this, you know. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about this whole situation. Do you think there's more to the story? Do you believe what the police are saying? Or do you think there's still more to it? All right, and if you're new to the channel, feel free to drop a like, subscribe. I'll holla at y'all.